Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Jagged Mind. And this is a new horror thriller from Hulu, from director Kelly Callie and writer Allison Morgan. And this film focuses on a young woman, Billie, played by Macy Richardson-Sellers, who is plagued by blackouts and strange visions that lead her to discover that she's stuck in a series of time loops, possibly related to her mysterious new girlfriend, Alex, played by Shannon Woodward. And this particular film is one of those kinds of things where it's a rock-solid kind of thriller. It has these crazy ideas, which aren't 100% fleshed out or brought to full conception. There's some moments where you're just going to be sitting there like, this is making no sense. There's going to be moments where this film pulls a rug out from under you and you're like, what? And unfortunately, it's more for shock value and less of like, you feel so connected, you're just like heartbroken to find out something crazy happened. There's some crazy stuff that happens in this movie, and it does effectively work for that shock value, and Callie does a really good job as a director building the tension in those scenes. But it doesn't always feel like it comes together fully. But it does have enough of that, and some strong performances to elevate this film to really deliver a thrill ride that is worth the stream that you have right on Hulu. Because this is just under an hour and a half, so it's a pretty lean thriller. You do feel connected to Billie, and I think Richardson-Sellers gives a strong performance anchoring this film, and Woodward is pretty unnerving in her turn as this mysterious girlfriend, Alex. You do have some other players here. Kim, played by Kate Zakeli, who is Billie's best friend. And I enjoy their dynamic, and watching it fracture in this film is some of the elements in the film that really hit hard. You have Jimmy Jean-Louis, who plays Papa Just, who may or may not have some deeper connection to what's really going on here in this voodoo type film, and there's a lot of supernatural elements going on that are potentially causing some of these things. It does feel pretty it feels pretty surface level in terms of like just like picking out like, oh, we could do this dark magic kind of stuff. And it's kind of just there. There's some heavy lifting in terms of exposition to try to anchor this film, and some of those scenes can be a bit clunky. We have Shine Mom Premier, who plays Rose, who is this artist who's kind of connected to Billie and might be a little bit more connected to another character that delves deep into what's really going on here. And Rosaline Elbey plays Christine, who is this on and off lover of Billie who mysteriously disappears. And there's a lot of mysterious elements going on here. I do feel like narratively the story is structured in a way that can get really confusing, and it's supposed to be confusing in some way and keeping you on your toes, but I do feel like it feels a bit too messy at times, and the film has to rely upon explaining in these exposition dumps a lot of things to really keep you connected and anchored into the story, and especially when it's time to really figure out what the heck's been going on, you have to sit there and just listen to all of these things explained. But there are some very interesting visual elements that do shake you. These performances are strong, and this takes you on a very interesting ride. So this is a rock-solid thriller that, especially if you're a fan of thrillers, you'll get enough of that tension and suspense that Callie builds in her directing. And in the end, I think this is at least worth a watch. It's a small commitment of less than 90 minutes, so it's right there on Hulu. So give this one a go, and hopefully you'll get some of the same thrills that I did. But those are my thoughts on Jagged Mind. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.